Following Chelsea's decision to sack Frank Lampard on Monday, former PSG manager Thomas Tuchel is set to be named as the club's new head coach. Following Chelsea's decision to sack Frank Lampard on Monday, former PSG manager Thomas Tuchel is set to be named as the club's new head coach. Former Manchester United and England defender Rio Ferdinand has described former Borussia Dortmund and Paris Saint-Germain boss Thomas Tuchel as a man of detail, as he edges closer towards becoming Chelsea's new head coach. The 47-year-old German is poised to be installed as the club's new boss in the next few days after Chelsea made the decision to sack Frank Lampard after less than 2 years in charge on Monday. Following a fifth defeat in their last 8 Premier League games at the hands of Leicester City last Tuesday evening, Roman Abramovich, the Blues owner, made the decision to axe Lampard, despite the former England international having guided the club to a top-4 finish and the FA Cup final last season. Ultimately, though, after spending £220 million on 7 new signings last summer, the Blues have failed to live up to expectations, struggling for both form and goals in recent weeks. But with Lampard's time in charge now at an end, Chelsea can look forward to the future, with Tuchel soon set to be in charge of steering the ship. And for Ferdinand, Tuchel is an ideal choice, as he waxed lyrical about him ahead of Monday night's FA Cup clash between Wycombe Wanderers and Tottenham Hotspur. "He was one of the most amazing of the managers I've been fortunate enough to interview," Ferdinand told BT Sport. "Very insightful, he was a man of detail. As much as it was about speaking to him, it was also speaking to the players he managed. Dani Alves, Gianluigi Buffon, 2 of the most experienced and coveted players in this generation of footballers, they couldn't speak any more positively about him, in terms of how he treated them as individuals and as a collective. The ambience in the squad was at an all-time high. He's done well at the clubs he's been at previously. He got PSG to a Champions League final last year and won the league." As well as heaping praise on Tuchel's shoulders for the work he has done in the past, Ferdinand also hinted that Tuchel could be the ideal man to spark misfiring duo Kai Havertz and Timo Werner into life. Since joining Chelsea last summer from Bayer Leverkusen and RB Leipzig, respectively, the pair have struggled to hit the high notes, with Werner's penalty miss against Luton Town in the FA Cup on Sunday summing up his current woes. He's German, which I think is an interesting point as well because the 2 big signings, Havertz and Werner, are German as well, Ferdinand added. "They haven't really set the world alight and they'll be looking to get that now. Havertz has scored 5 times in all competitions so far this season whilst Werner has scored on 9 occasions. Between them, however, they have scored just 5 times in the Premier League." Frank Lampard released a statement via the League Managers Association last night following his sacking by Chelsea. After less than 2 years in charge, Lampard was dismissed after a run of 5 defeats in their last 8 Premier League outings, forcing Roman Abramovich, the Blues owner, into a tough decision. On leaving Stamford Bridge, Lampard said, "It has been a huge privilege and an honor to manage Chelsea, a club that has been a big part of my life for so long. Firstly, I would like to thank the fans for the incredible support that I have received over the last 18 months. I hope they know what that means to me. When I took on this role, I understood the challenges that lay ahead in a difficult time for the football club. I am proud of the achievements that we made and I am proud of the academy players that have made their step into the first team and performed so well. They are the future of the club. I am disappointed not to have had the time this season to take the club forward and bring it to the next level. I want to thank Mr. Abramovich, the board, players, my coaching team and everyone at the club for their hard work and dedication, especially in these unprecedented and challenged times. I wish the team and the club every success for the future." Tuchel succeeded Klopp at Borussia Dortmund back in 2015 and enjoyed 2 successful years with the German heavyweights before being sacked. However, Klopp is a big admirer of Tuchel's, lavishing him with praise back in 2019, providing hope to the Blues supporters that the 47-year-old will prove to be a big hit at Stamford Bridge, as he prepares to step into the position left vacant by Lampard. Speaking 2 years ago, Klopp said, "A fantastic, fantastic manager. You can see really his influence. It has changed a lot, their style of play, how they play, different formations and stuff like that. I know a lot of people who have worked with him, they all are full of respect for him. You cannot be in the Champions League only because of spending money, that is not how it is. You need to have on the pitch a good organization, because all the others we are not blind. We do our job as well, and you need to have the right tools in the right moments, and Thomas has that. In terms of potential replacements, Fabrizio Romano today confirmed German Thomas Tuchel will be appointed new Chelsea manager, and will oversee the team in Wednesday's league game versus Wolves. Tuchel won 2 Ligue 1 titles with PSG between 2018 and 2020, and took the French champions to last season's Champions League final, as well as winning the DFB Pokal Cup in 2017 with Borussia Dortmund after overcoming a muscle injury in November. Paul Isaac has featured in 9 of the last 10 Premier League games, playing the full 90 minutes in 6. In this period, Paul Isaac scored the third goal in Chelsea's 3-1 win over Leeds in early December, his first league goal since the trip to Anfield in June. Like many other members of the squad like Ben Chilwell, Reece James and Edouard Mendy, Paul Isaac has struggled in recent weeks, coinciding with the wider squad's decline in form. SofaScore ratings of higher than 7.0 versus both Manchester City and Arsenal since Boxing Day exhibit the ability to perform in high-profile games, although both games resulted in disappointing defeats, which ultimately contributed to Lampard's sacking. Paul Isaac looked particularly shaky in the 1-1 home draw versus Aston Villa, registering a rating of 5.8. The American only completed 6 attempted dribbles, won 13 attempted ground duels, missed a big chance, and lost possession 20 times. As a player plagued with recurring injury issues over the past few seasons, an underwhelming display against a tough, physical Villa side can be excused. Paul Isaac also looked out of form in away games versus both Fulham and Leicester, picking up a ratings of 6.6 in both. In the defeat to Leicester, which proved to be Lampard's final league game in charge, Paul Isaac completed 69% of his attempted passes, did not register a shot on target, and lost possession 16 times. Chelsea fans know the immense talent and quality Paul Isaac brings to the team, and will be hoping he can rediscover the form he showed in Project Restart last year, scoring 4 and assisting 4 in the final 8 games, which